How's it going? I'm Jake and you're watching Savage Auto Works. Okay, so in this video we are going to get started on the Camaro's turbo kit. I recently have started to receive some of the pieces in. I'm still waiting on a couple, but I'm excited to show you what I have so far. Okay, so what we have here is my little test setup before I actually put it in the car. This is just a 5.3, actually one I went and bought for when the other one goes. I mean, it's not if, it's a matter of when. But what we have is, we have the Huronspeed turbo kit, so I mean, it's got the Y pipe, the down pipe, intercooler piping, the brackets, and I actually bought a fuel pump for it. We'll talk about that in a second, but this is the S480 Cologne by VS Racing. It's kind of a nice little setup, decent turbo. So you see this flange? Well, that's the down pipe that I need, but it's 3-inch. This turbo is a 4-inch outlet, so this flange goes from 4 to 3-inch. It's one actually I cut off the Mazda, so if you see it's all jaggedy. But I'm going to wait to cut this down pipe that goes down through actually this piece right here until I get it in the car to make sure I'm getting everything angled correctly. But once I have that, it should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to have to take and actually, there's a piece of intercooler piping that has a silicone coupler that turns right here. It doesn't fit. The coupler that they sent me with is for 2.5-inch. That guy's 3-inch, so I'll just make a nice 90 out of the intercooler piping. And funny story, when I went to pick up these exhaust manifolds from somebody local, I actually ended up getting another car. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is what I'm excited about. This is my in-tank fuel pump setup. My Squash Performance, so those are dual 450s. They should make some power. So those are E85 capable. They should be everything I need. With that being said, let's get this car out of the way, and then we can pull the Camaro in and get that started. Okay, so we just got this pulled in, and I already started pulling a couple things apart. Figured I'd grab some video real quick, but pulled the intake off, pulled the sensors out of it, and then there's that guy down there, or the intake. Then I started playing with the gauges, trying to figure out where I want to stick them. So boost gauge, I'll probably put that up back there, and then air fuel gauge, top one. So air fuel gauge fits nice in there. That boost gauge does not fit in this pillar, so I'm gonna have to do something over there, and then I'll probably put trans temp down at this bottom part. That being said, let's get this up in the air. I will get the coolant out of it, get the oil out of it, we'll get the drive shaft out of it, trans, and then we can start putting this on. So I went ahead and took the hood off, drained the coolant. Okay, so I got that out. I started taking the crush bar out. I just got the foam off for the bumper. But I am going to do the intake manifold now, and then we'll get to the headers, and then we'll lift it up, take the drive shaft out, and we're going to pull the trans after that. I'm going to try and do a better job at filming. I've kind of sucked at it, so. Bada bing, bada boom. Some of these don't come out, if I remember right. Gotta be aggressive. Be aggressive. Alright, so I gotta pull this alternator out. It's gotta get relocated up here. So let's go ahead and just pull this bad guy out. Pull that out. My alternator. That's good there. Alright, so this kit requires you to remove the sway bar as well. So I've already popped the bolts. Just pull this guy off. So the reason the sway bar has to be pulled though is that exhaust manifold sits down right here exactly. So you can either A, drop it because it clears just barely so you can lower it, or you can just get rid of it. I'm just going to pull it. It's raining parts. Ah! There's the sway bar. We don't need those where we're going. Okay, we're going to take this apart real quick, considering I have a new map sensor. This guy, GM3 bar. Lots of fuel, still everywhere. Good. I also have new fuel rails and fuel injectors, so we'll just pop these off. Well, that's awesome. I just spilled fuel everywhere. So, we will be going inside in a bit. So we're just about to pull the trans out. We've gotten everything all taken off and loosened up. I just got to take and undo some top bolts on this. It is just on a drip now, but got to get that guy way up in there. Let's see, can there. So I'll hurry and do that real quick, and we'll get this trans out of the way. Houston, we have a problem. Oh. Oh. I forgot about that. Okay. Now we made a giant mess. That's fine. Because it happens. It's just trans fluid, it'll just clean everything up, right? Right? I hope you guys seen that, it wasn't off camera. Gotta secure this plug in here. It popped out and ejaculated fluid everywhere. Yeah, look at this mess. That guy popped out and it literally came out just gushing. So, oops.